In our previous video, we spoke about carbon credits, and carbon markets, and today we're going to look at Guyana's carbon credits journey. At the end of 2020, Guyana became the first country to be issued jurisdictional carbon credits under the ART scheme. However, before we delve into the process, let us find out a bit about ART. ART stands for Architecture for REDD+ Transactions, and it is a global initiative that seeks to encourage governments to reduce emissions from deforestation and forest degradation, REDD, as well as restore forests and protect intact forests, plus. According to ART, its mission is to serve as a global quality benchmark for jurisdictional REDD+. Jurisdictional approaches are a type of integrated landscape management with high levels of government involvement, leading to comprehensive governance of forests and land use across entire political territories. ART says that its standards, known as trees, is based on a decade of learning and evolution of REDD+. It notes that the standards are built to creating a program that is fully aligned with requirements in the Paris Agreement, which speaks to the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions to combat climate change. Interestingly, ART says that its independence and expertise, the scale of its work, and its commitment to environmental and social integrity and transparency are what sets it apart. Now that we have some understanding of ART and trees, so let us look at Guyana's participation in the scheme. The sale of carbon credits is not a foreign concept to Guyana, since it had the second largest such agreement with Norway under the Low Carbon Development Strategy piloted by then President Barrett Jaglio. Under the performance-based carbon credit agreement, Guyana earned $220 million, which was used for various transitional projects between 2009 to 2015 aimed at curbing deforestation and carbon dioxide. Guyana submitted its trees concept on December 18, 2020 to ART's Secretariat Director Mary Grady, and noted that it is intended that Guyana's entry into ART will be under the High Forest Cover Low Deforestation module, which was in development at that time. The High Forest Cover Low Deforestation crediting approach in trees recognizes that high forest cover, low deforestation jurisdictions must continue to aggressively protect forests to avoid deforestation and degradation, and that credit market finance can be a powerful incentive to help achieve this. The Guyana Forestry Commission has been named as the legal representative body of Guyana's jurisdictional credits, with the Guyana Lands and Survey Commission, the Ministry of Natural Resources, the Protected Areas Commission, and the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs named as partners. A total of 18,070,000 hectares of forest was proposed to be covered under the application. Following the submission of the concept note, which spoke to Guyana's compliance with requirements and how it intends to engage the process, ART began engaging Guyana to verify compliance with trees before moving ahead. On October 26, 2021, ART approved trees documents submitted by Guyana. The revised Low Carbon Development Strategy 2030, launched in October 2022, targets over $300 million in carbon credits earnings per annum. The Low Carbon Development Strategy 2030 document outlines how Guyana can earn payments. Earning payments as Guyana moves towards market mechanism will involve 1. Integrating with the market standard, 2. Generating credits in accordance with that standard, and 3. Marketing Guyana's credits to potential buyers. The government of Guyana said it led consultation on the document for over 7 months. It boasts that indigenous communities and peoples were integral in the finalization of the Low Carbon Development Strategy 2030. In July 2022, the National Two-Shoals Council passed a resolution without the approval of some indigenous leaders endorsing the Low Carbon Development Strategy 2030. This followed by the government taking that document to Parliament, where it was also approved. On December 1, 2022, the ART Secretariat announced that 33.47 million credits had been issued for the period 2016 to 2020. 12.5 million of these credits are part of the agreement announced on December 2, 2022. Immediately, the government sold those credits to Hess Corporation, an oil company. Guyana and Hess signed the first ever transaction globally for the sale of jurisdictional R3's credits. Guyana and Hess Corporation signed the first ever transaction globally for the sale of jurisdictional R3's credit. The transaction is for the sale of 37.5 million R3's credits from Guyana for years 2016 to 2030, for which payment will be made over a 10-year period beginning in 2022 to 2032. Hess is purchasing 2.5 million credits for every year from 2016 to 2030. This equals to approximately 30% of credits for each year that Guyana is estimated to earn on the R3s. Hess will pay a minimum for 2016 to 2020 credits, a total of 12.5 million credits at a unit price of $15 per ton. Hess will pay a minimum price for 2021 to 2025 credits, a total of 12.5 million credits at a unit price of $20 per ton. Hess will pay a minimum price for 2026 to 2030 credits, a total of 12.5 million credits at a unit price of $25 per ton. In January of this year, Hess paid $75 million to the government of Guyana as part of its $750 million 10-year deal. The government has allocated 15% of those monies to go directly to indigenous communities. The percentage, according to the government, was negotiated by the National Tushaus Council. In our next video, we will address concerns surrounding the entire process leading up to the sale of carbon credits.